In this tutorial, we will cover modifying chart data in Excel. Please open the file 08 Modify Chart Data. Once you see your data in a chart, you may find that you need to make some tweaks and changes to it. Let's add a new data series to our chart. You'll see currently it just has Claire, Carrie, and Mario. Click on your chart, and as you can see, it shows you your chart information that's selected. Let's move my chart over to the right so I can see it a little bit better. And you'll see that Pepe is not included. Now, if you want to add Pepe to it, rather than having to recreate your chart, you'll see our little selection box information. If you put your pointer in the lower right-hand corner of the selection, you'll see that the autofill allows you to drag it down. If you would, click and drag it down, and you'll see we now have Pepe included in our data information. Keep in mind the data needs to be adjacent to the existing chart data for us to add it directly. If not, you'll need to go to the Chart Tools Design tab and click on Select Data in the Data group to add it to your information by putting a comma and inserting more information into your fields. Go ahead and close that. Now, if you want to rename any of your data series, understand your charts are not completely tied to your source data. To change the name or values of a data series without having to change your data back in your worksheet, you'll do what we just covered pretty much. You'll select your chart, go to the Design tab of the Chart Tools group, and on there click again on Select Data. You'll see it shows me my data field information. You'll see the legend entries on the left-hand side and your horizontal categories on the right-hand side. If you want to switch and rearrange them, you can by using the button above that says Switch Rows and Columns there on the Select Data Source pane. Click that. You might notice that your chart does rearrange. Over on the left-hand side, go and click on Pepe. Now here you'll see we can add other items to it, but here we want to click on Edit. Click on Edit and you'll see it opens up your Edit Series box. On your Edit Series box you'll see it's showing you it's getting the series name from cell A6 there on our excursions worksheet, and it's getting the series values from B6 to D6. Now if you want to change the series name, you can just type in a name. Let's type in Pepe in there. Click OK. And you'll see it puts Pepe in the information you're working with. If I drag up my column, you'll see that the legend now has Pepe in it. Now if you do change that, notice that the Switch Rows and Columns box becomes grayed out. You won't be able to switch it back with your information unless you go and change all the other ones as well. Now that leaves your information over there with Pepe in A6, as you can still see it listed there. Let's go ahead and click OK. And that allows us to make our changes and rename and use whatever name we want to, no matter what's actually in the data fields on the worksheet. Now also, you can see up here our list of order, Claire, Penn, Karaoke, Mary Cruz, and Pepe, are exactly how it comes from our fields for information. If we want to change that order, we don't have to change it into our field. Again, we can go to the Select Data Series, and if I want to put them in order, you can use your arrows to rearrange your information by selecting the one you want to change and then using the arrows to rearrange it. So let's put Claire Penn down third in place, and let's move Mario Cruz up to first in place. And you'll see that rearranges our columns and recolors our information so it's all arranged that way. The worksheet data is still unchanged, but this way we can have a little bit more control over what the order is for our different items on our chart. Click OK.